Session, the co-founder and CEO of Xero Shoes. And this is a live event where I'm going to be chatting about what you can see below, which is the big winter product launch sale that we have going on between now and November 29th. All the details are at those domains, at those pages, XeroShoes.com or XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale. I'll be showing you those 5 products that we have that we're just launching now, as well as telling you more about the details of the sale on this event. Now, this is a live event, as I mentioned, which means if you have comments or questions, you can type them in wherever you happen to be able to type them in, because this is being broadcast on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on a couple channels on Facebook, and I'll see the comments over here. So if you see me looking over there, that's why. Now, if you're not watching this live, you can still put in your comments, and I will eventually see them, or somebody will from our Xero Shoes office, and we will respond. And so, just to let you know what's going on, we have 5 really, really wonderful new products. And you can, again, find all those details at those 2 sites, including just info from us, from me, but also reviews from people who've been wearing these for the last few weeks, actually for a few months, now that I think of it. And we hope that you decide to grab some and try them out, because they're really quite delightful. So everything, the new shoes, they're 20% off, or you can, if you buy more than one style, and again, I'll show you all the styles, then you get an extra 5% off. So 25% off if you buy 2 or more styles. Plus, you can register to win one of 10 $100 XeroShoes.com gift certificates, or one of 10 €100 XeroShoes.eu gift certificates. Now, 2 things. Again, I mentioned the sale ends on the 29th. Don't wait for the end. We're already selling out. In fact, we've already sold out of some sizes and colors of some of the shoes I'm about to show you. That's surprisingly hard to say. And also, if you enter to win the gift certificates, don't wait to the end to see if you won, because we announce the winners after the sale is over. And it doesn't really matter, because if you buy something and then you win, you can apply your winnings to your purchase. Or, of course, you can use that extra $100 or €100 for something else for you, something for someone you love, or something for someone that you hope, gets to know and love you, AKA a new friend. And Jake asked, how do you enter? I'll tell you. Go to XeroShoes.com/winter22 sale or XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale, and you will find the sweepstakes app. It's on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on the device you're using. And there's different actions that you can take. They're all listed in the app. And each action has a different number of entries that it gives you. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. And there's some things that you can do every day, some of those actions. So come back often. Vote early, vote often, as they used to say in Chicago. So that's how you enter. And again, 10 people randomly selected will win the $100 gift certificate, and 10 other people will win the €100 gift certificate. So let me jump in and show you these shoes. And by the way, I'm not going to stay on here we'll stay on as long as we need to. As long as you have comments and questions, I'll stick around. But it is a Sunday evening, and I want to let you get back to your Sunday evening and your plans for the upcoming Thanksgiving week here in the States. So 2 shoes that I want to show you that both start with the name Forza, Forza. One is the Forza Runner, one is the Forza Trainer. I'm flipping a coin, doing the Forza Trainer first, and I'll tell you why they both have the same beginning of the name. So Forza in Italian means power, force, but colloquially, it's more like, you can get it done, that kind of a feeling. And if you're looking to get something done in the gym or for court sports, or even just, getting your day done, you're going to love the new Forza Trainer. So the Forza Trainer, if you've seen training shoes, one of the things that makes them, recognizable as a training shoe is one of these lockdown straps on the instep. When you're trying to apply power into the ground or force into the ground, whether you're running or playing basketball or tennis or pickleball, fastest growing sport in America, or lifting weights or any of that, that getting that grip, that connection between your foot and the ground is what allows you to align the rest of your body to get the most power out of everything you're doing. And so this instep strap is one of the things that really locks your foot into the shoe. Now, what makes ours unique is that ours is an instep strap that then becomes a heel strap and then comes around, and there's the instep again. So it really holds your entire ankle into this shoe in a way that is incredibly comfortable. I will tell you, when our team first made this and they brought it to me, I put it on. It's like, yeah, it's okay. And then I locked that down and went, oh my God. I mean, it really feels just this incredible security that just gives you that confidence to do whatever you want to do. And also it has this midfoot strap. You can see this isn't sewn down, and that gives you that great support laterally for whatever you're doing. Now, the other thing about this shoe, there's a bunch, but one of the other things about this shoe is it is freakishly comfortable. It has this incredible silky lining and this really breathable mesh upper. This is so what makes both of these Forza is that in addition to just giving you that great connection between you and the shoe, and therefore you and the shoe and the ground, is it has both of these have an engineered mesh upper. This is all one piece. It looks like a different material here and here, but it's actually all done at one time. This is all put together with what's referred to as 3D printing. Not the same as, your 3D printer, but it's for 3D, what's the word I'm looking for? 3D engineered mesh. That's where I'm going. Incredibly breathable. I'm going to breathe into this, but you can't tell what I'm doing. Really, really breathable, really, really lightweight. And unlike shoes where, there's a tongue and sort of two flaps that come over it, this is all, again, basically one piece. So what's holding you in there is the laces that allow you to tighten these midfoot straps and this lockdown strap here. And again, this is right now the favorite shoe in the office. Although actually, now that I think of it, every one of the shoes I'm about to show you is being worn a lot in the office. It may look like we have a midsole. That's a fake out. That's just our regular 6mm Feel True rubber sole that we then wrap around to give you, again, more stability laterally. And the way we hold the instep and heel strap in place also adds additional lateral stability. New sole design to give you really great grip and traction, but also still giving you that ground feeling that your brain needs to know what you're stepping on or in and how you're moving to help you control your body efficiently and effectively and enjoyably. And if you don't know what makes Xero shoes special other than that, a wider foot-shaped toe box for one. We don't squeeze your toes together. I mean, when you do push-ups, you don't do them like this. You do them like this. Same thing. You want your toes to be able to do what's natural by letting them spread out. Low to the ground for balance and agility. There's no heel lift. There's no toe spring. Really, really flexible in every direction you can think of. So all the bones and joints in your feet can do what they're supposed to do, which is bend and move and flex. And again, as I mentioned, the sole is designed for traction and protection, but also that ground feeling. And like all of our shoes, backed with a 5,000-mile sole warranty. And so lightweight. All of our shoes are lighter than similar things. So lightweight. We've literally had people say they went to bed still wearing their Xero shoes because they forgot they had them on. So this is the Forza trainer. Daniel says, caught me by surprise last time. So the Mesa Trail on sale again, please. We put that product on sale during our holiday sale that we moved to September. And then when we don't do sales very often, our shoes, especially because of the 5,000-mile warranty, they're already lower priced than comparable, if you will, minimalist shoes from other companies. But then you add the 5,000-mile warranty into it, and the net price, if you will, is even lower. So when we have a product launch like this one, we put things on sale, and we did our holiday sale. But typically, we don't really do anything other than that because we also back our shoes with a 5,000-mile sole warranty, and then a 24-month manufacturer's warranty as well, which is also sort of unprecedented. Okay, so Forza trainer, and I mentioned another Forza shoe, and that's the Forza runner. And what makes it the Forza is, again, that booty-like, that sock-like construction. Again, two different colors, but it's really all one piece of mesh. And so this thing, because it doesn't have the adjustable instep and heel strap or the midfoot straps the same way that the Forza trainer does, what this does instead is it gives you this sock-like fit, this sort of snug sock-like fit. If this reminds you of the HFS, it should. It's using the same sole as the HFS, which is a proven road running sole. But then after that, all welded components on this engineered mesh, that same silky lining from the Forza trainer, which is why this is the second favorite shoe in the office right now. Again, lighter than the HFS, a little heavier than the Speed Force. And because it's a one-piece construction, it may be a little snug to get into it the first couple times, but because it's an engineered mesh, it does mold to your foot. So it's something to keep in mind. And if you pick it up and you're curious about the fit, just give our customer happiness team a call. They'll help you out. So this is the Forza runner, lighter than a road runner that again, you'll wear for pretty much everything all day. There's a couple of people in the office, not runners at all. This is the shoe that they're living in. And I totally get it because it's really, really super comfy. So that's the Forza runner. All right, let me just remind you again, go to XeroShoes.com or XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale. By the way, if you're outside of the US, but not in the EU, you're going to want to go to XeroShoes.com/winter22 sale because we do ship all around the world. And then when you're there, you'll see more info about these products. You'll see reviews about these products. Yeah. And you'll see how you can enter to win one of 10 $100 or €100 Xero Shoes gift certificates by using the sweepstakes app that you'll find different activities that you can do in the sweepstakes. Each one gives you a different number of entries, and the more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. The sale runs through November 29th, and you save 20% on the shoes that I'm showing you this evening. There's no discount code or anything. They're just marked 20% off. But if you order more than one style, say if you got one of each of these, for example, or any one of these and any of the other shoes I'm going to show you, or all of them, then you get an extra 5% off. So 25% off your order. And that discount just shows up in your shopping cart when you get there. So let me go on to the next shoe. Which one do I want to do? I'm going to do this one. So we took our best-selling do everything shoe. It was our first performance shoe that we made. It's the Prio, and people use it for running, for walking, for hiking, for CrossFit. I mean, for pretty much everything you can think of. But there's some people who said they wanted a little more upscale version, something that looks a little better with a pair of jeans, something if you threw on a sport coat, it would look like it kind of fits in there. And so we made a suede version of the Prio suede with a gum rubber sole. So just a different look and feel, actually similar feel, because it still has the same breathable mesh, but all of these components are all suede. I wish I had the black one with me, because that one looks really, really cool. I love this one too. I think this one's outselling the black, but I love the black one. So otherwise, again, everything you know and love about the Prio. And if you don't know and love the Prio, just take a look at the reviews. People love the Prio. Again, our best-selling product, now with a new and more stylish look to go with it. Let's put that lace back in there. Excuse me. Prio suede. Okay, a couple questions came in. Let me do that before I go on to the next one. Adam, just bought a pair of the Denver leather, first-time buyer. Really excited for my first pair of Xero shoes. Can't wait to hear what happens when you slip them on your feet. Let us know. Viran G says, do you think the Forzas would be good for indoor soccer? That's a really good question. In terms of like the grip and how they would feel, yes. But in terms of the abrasion resistance-ness that you might want for kicking around a soccer ball, I don't know, because no one's done that yet. If you're looking for something that's going to really handle that kind of abrasion better, I would lean towards, ironically, I might lean towards this because of the suede, or the 360, which we have on our website, which is our cross-training shoe, which is made to handle more abrasive things. It's got rubber inlays on the what's called the vamp, this part of the shoe right here. There's rubber inlays to handle things like rope climbing. So it'll probably handle kicking a soccer ball even better as well. Yep, Daniel says probably the 360. There we go. So, all right, next shoe. Which one? I'm going to do this one. So we took our best-selling trail running shoe. I don't know why my brain isn't working this evening, but here we are. We took our best-selling trail running shoe, the Mesa Trail, and we upgraded it into the Mesa Trail 2. Now it looks pretty close to the same, but the difference is, if you compare the two, is that these were on the previous version sewn down components, and now they're welded. Why? Because this makes this shoe more rugged and more durable, and it'll handle getting wet and drying better. Basically, anything where it's sewn on materials that are fabric. When they get wet and dry, when they get hot and cold, that weakens them over time. So that's why we just made these welded. Wait, let me see if you can hear that. Here we go. Here, I'll do the side one too. So highly durable welded materials. Now these are still adjustable. This strap goes follows that pattern. But you just can't see it. We just hide them behind the welded parts. The same wonderful grippy trail friendly sole that we have on the original Mesa Trail. The same hidden on the inside of that sole, a 3 millimeter piece of what we call trail foam, just a little bit of extra cushioning, a little bit of extra protection for those difficult trails. Otherwise, crazy lightweight, crazy comfortable, really breathable upper. Some people wear this as their all day, everyday shoe. It's that comfy. So that's the Mesa Trail 2. Amira, would you recommend the Forza trainer for Kung Fu and Qigong? Yeah, frankly, we have people wearing almost everything we do for Kung Fu and Qigong, but the Forza, both the trainer or the runner, I think would be actually great for that, as would the Speed Force, as would the Aptos, but we're sold out of that right now. Pretty much almost anything we make. I got a handful of Tai Chi teachers who are big Xero Shoes fan, and each one of them recommends a different shoe. So if you're looking for the most barefoot feel, that's the Speed Force. Second most barefoot feel is the Forza Runner. Third most barefoot feel is going to get us into the HFS, and I know I'm thinking, and the Zelen, and then into the Forza Trainer after that. So hopefully that's helpful for that. Okay, I got one more shoe to show you, and then I'm going to just mention again what's going on. As you've seen, if you've got a question, type it in here, or type it in wherever you are. I'll see it over here, and then I'll answer. And if you're not watching this live, still put in your questions and someone will get back to them as soon as they can. Okay, last but not least, we took our best. This is one, I mean, this is not a winter shoe promotional thing, but this shoe is ready for winter. And that is, we took our best selling men's low boot as a canvas boot called the Denver. And people said, we want something that's more water resistant, a little more stylish. So we made the leather version of the Denver, which we amazingly decided to call the Denver Leather. So this is a super wonderfully comfortable full grain leather upper. And you may notice, if you're familiar with our shoes, or you just may have noticed from what I showed you, normally we have a instep strap or an instep and heel strap inspired by our Huarache sandals. This one doesn't have it, nor does the current version of the canvas version of the Denver, because we listened to your feedback and a lot of people said, I love this shoe, but it would look classier, which is what I need if you didn't have that strap, because it's not really super functional on this kind of product anyway. So we removed that for something that just looks really delightful. The leather makes it water resistant, and what makes it cold resistant or cold friendly is we've got that flannel lining. There we go. You can see the flannel lining, and you can also peek at what I already pulled out earlier, this heat reflective sock liner or insole. So that's going to keep you nice and toasty when you're wearing the shoe. And like all of our shoes, like all Xero shoes, the insole is removable. So if you want to have a little more protection, keep it in. If you want to have a little more barefoot feel, just take it out. There you go. It's really simple. Again, really flexible, really lightweight for a leather shoe, nice grippy tread. And again, just tremendously comfortable with this wonderfully padded fleece, flannel lining and the heat reflective sole. So Chad says, making it hard to choose which to buy. There's no choice. You can buy them all. That's the way I see it. The number of people who own, the majority of our customers, literally over 50% of our customers, own more than 4 pairs of our shoes. Because once you get used to letting your feet do what's natural, it's kind of hard to shove your foot into something that squeezes your toes together, that messes with your posture by elevating the heel, that builds in arch support, that may feel comfortable for a while, but actually weakens your feet, that's so thick that you can't actually feel the ground and get that feedback that your brain is looking for. It's so stiff that it doesn't let all those bones and joints in your feet and ankles, of which, by the way, they're a quarter of the entire collection of bones and joints in your entire body or in your feet and ankles. If they can't move, after a while, that doesn't feel good. Or more accurately, once you get used to letting them move, trying to contain them again just feels very wrong. So once again, all the info is here below. Go to XeroShoes.com or XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale. You'll find out how to get any of these shoes at 20% off, or if you buy more than one. So if you buy the Mesa Trail 2 and the Forza Runner, and then if you throw in a Denver, or you just do these 2, or maybe you just do these 3, or you get all 4, whatever it is, as long as you get more than 2 of these different styles, then you get an extra 5% off. And you can register to win one of 10 $100 XeroShoes.com gift certificates, or one of 10 €100 XeroShoes.eu gift certificates. Do all of that at that link, XeroShoes.com or XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale. The way you register to win, you'll find our sweepstakes app right at the page, bottom of the page, depending on your device. And there's different actions you can take. Different actions give you a different number of entries. Some of these things you can do every day. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. Do not wait till the end of the sale, which is November 29th. Basically, is that a week from tomorrow or week from the day after tomorrow? I can't keep things in my head. Week from Tuesday. Don't wait until the end of the sale, to see if you won, because we announce the winners after the sale is over. So if you do buy something and then you win, you can apply your winnings to your purchase. Just give us a call. We'll make that happen. Or, of course, you can use that extra $100 or €100 to buy something else for yourself, or something for someone you know or love, or someone that you would like to have know and love you. In other words, get them a present. What else can I say about that? Again, and also don't wait till like the end to decide if you're going to buy something, if you can, because we have already sold out of some sizes and colors of some of these styles. And so just be on the lookout. If you are putting something in your shopping cart and you're waiting, it may not be there by the time you come back. We've seen that happen a few times. So it's annoying, but we can't help it, because you can't hold on to these products. Every shopping cart software does this. You put something in your cart, it kind of reserves that product for some period of time. But if somebody comes in and buys something, then it's a wacky thing. Okay, let's see. Anquan, is that how you say your name? I don't know. What would you recommend for truck drivers walking on concrete all day? We have people who are walking and doing more things than just walking on concrete all day, every day. People in warehouses, including our own, people who it's not concrete, but hard floors, doctors, nurses, restaurant workers, hair cutters. I know that's not the phrase they use for themselves, but I can't think of what it is. And it's not the thing about being on a hard surface is what really allows you to do that is letting your feet do what's natural. It's basically these little micro movements that let your feet support the rest of your body, and the rest of your body can take care of the rest. So, and for truck drivers, it's a really good question. This is a fun shoe simply because if you are, depending on how you put your foot on the pedals, if you're creating a whole lot of friction on your heel back here, you're going to want something that can handle that friction. We can't violate the laws of physics yet. So we've had some people who, when they're driving, they find themselves wearing that if they're constantly just doing this somehow with their foot. But if you don't do that, so in terms of just driving, all of our shoes are going to be super comfortable because they're really lightweight. They're really flexible. They actually give you a good feeling on the pedal. I don't know if that's important to you, but we have some race car drivers and e-drivers, sim racing, who swear by our shoes because they can feel the pedals. The other group that can feel the pedals and they love our shoes, drummers. So they wear the Speed Force, they wear the HFS. They wear pretty much everything we make. Now that I think of it, we have drummers and racers who talk about every shoe we make as their favorite shoe. So I think, so it depends on if you're looking for a shoe or a slightly, like a ankle high boot or a sandal. It's really up to you. But again, now that thing about walking on concrete all day, if you haven't been using your feet and the rest of your body naturally for a while, it can take a little bit of time to get used to doing that again until it's the kind of thing where you don't want to go back. My wife tells this story. When I first made a pair of sandals for her, this was almost 14 years ago, then she was walking around those, and the first thing she noticed was that she was like slamming her feet into the ground as if she was some sort of high-powered attorney, late for court when she was just walking down to the Boulder, Colorado farmers market. And so it took a little while for her to get used to walking in a way that's letting your feet actually engage with the ground, that's letting your ankles, your knees, your hips, your back do what they're supposed to do when your feet are working properly. And then after she did that, she just didn't want to go back. But again, you want to give yourself a little time to adjust. Think of it like going to the gym if you haven't been for a while. If you've been cramming your feet into shoes that don't let them bend or move or flex or feel, you haven't been using them for a while. Your brain has literally changed its shape because you haven't been giving it the feedback that it looks for from the soles of your feet and from all that motion. And so those things may have gotten weaker or just fire in different patterns. So you want to think of it like going to the gym. You would never go to the gym after a long break and just try to do whatever your workout was before. You'd want to start really slow. You do one set, you see how you feel the next day. If you're a little sore, you wait till you feel better and you go back in. And when you can do that set and you feel great, then maybe the next time you go to the gym, you add another rep or you add another set or you add a little bit of weight. So think of it that way. And then in relatively short order, I would hope, you might find that everything else is just working better. So there we go. Alex says, the only thing better than your shoes is your hair. Impressive. I'm having a remarkably good hair day, I will confess. Washed it this morning and just got rid of all the places where the curls had gotten way too tight. And, it's not bad. I would cut my hair, frankly, except my wife told me she would leave me or stop sleeping with me or both. And she's a woman of her word. So it's not going anywhere. Trim every now and then, not going to cut it. All right, let's see what else. So let's just do a going once, going twice. Again, I don't want to keep you here all evening because it's a lovely Sunday evening in the Sashin Phoenix household with our dog Paolo. And we got some TV to watch and a couch to crash on and just to hang out and chill out before a busy week prior to Thanksgiving. I'm hoping the same thing for you. So if you have any last questions or comments, toss them in. And I'm just going to say the same thing I said 3 minutes ago, just as a reminder, go to XeroShoes.com/winter22 sale. If you're in the US or anywhere other than the EU, go to XeroShoes.eu/winter22 sale if you're in the EU. And when you're there, you'll find out more info about the products that I just showed you, and I'll give you one last show about those. You'll see where you can register to win one of those $10, $100, or €100 Xero Shoes gift certificates because that's on our sweepstakes app. You'll see reviews of all the shoes that I gave you done by people who've been wearing them for a while. And again, you save 20% if you buy any of these during the sale, which ends November 29th, a little over a week from now. And you save an extra 5% if you order more than one style. And those styles in question, the Forza trainer, our training, weightlifting, court sport, lateral motion, so comfortable you wear it every day shoe. Our Forza runner, our sock-like road running shoe, same sole as the HFS. Again, literally all like one piece construction. Both of these, the trainer and the runner, so comfy. We've got people who just wear them all day, every day. We have our Prio suede, a little more upscale athleisure version with a gum rubber sole of our Prio. This comes in a couple different colors. By the way, you'll see all the other colors for these shoes when you go to those 2 pages as well. The Denver leather, which we talked about, our leather winter-friendly shoe with a flannel lining and heat-reflective insole and water-resistant leather. And last but not least, the upgraded Mesa Trail 2 with the new welded components to make it extra durable, extra rugged. It's still a lightweight, great trail shoe that you're going to adore. Chad says, I have back and hip issues and I love wearing your shoes on soft and natural surfaces. It's helped strengthen my feet and help fix my hammer toes. Thank you. Thank you. And particular says awesome hair. Yes. Yeah. Look, I didn't even know I had curly hair till I was 33, but that's a whole other story. Virenjith, enjoy your relaxing evening. A Xero leather Oxford shoe that can be polished. I wonder if we thought of something like that for the spring, maybe. So just be on the lookout for our spring product launch, which frankly, the products that we have coming out in spring of 23 and fall of 23, amazing. You might find this crazy because I know I do. We're already taking orders from our retail accounts for products that are going to launch a year from now. It is insane, but they are beautiful, beautiful shoes. And that's why the retailers are buying them, because they think so too. Amir, any recommendations for cross training and parkour? Yeah, the 360 and the trainer. Those are the 2. Actually, the Prio after that, but in order: 360, and then the Forza trainer, and then the Prio is what I would recommend. Slip resistant work boot, that's on our list as well. Do you like the no lace? Do I like the no lace shoestrings, Chad? Yes, I don't know what you mean. The no lace shoestrings. Not sure what you're talking about. Can you be a little more? Can I buy a vowel? Can you give me a hint? I'm going to try and guess the puzzle. Not sure what you're referring to. So while we wait for that, So spring. Oh, here we go. Wait, any recommendations on one of your shoes that could be worn for hunting? I would recommend one of 2, maybe 3. The first one I would recommend is the Alpine, which is our fully waterproof snow boot. And the second is the Excursion Fusion, which is our fully waterproof hiking boot. Those are the 2 that I would suggest. Let's see. Virenjith, no toe laces. I don't know what you mean. No toe laces. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Amir, thank you so much for your time and answers. My pleasure. Chad says, yes, I do. That's from Chad Mucky. Yes, I do. I don't know what by the way, once I say something, especially from a comment, I have no memory of what we're talking about. So if you're going to refer back to something I may have said or something that you said that I responded to, let me know, because I can't store this info in my head. It just comes out of my face and then we are done. And yeah, so I'm still just trying to figure out the laces part. Do I like the no lace shoestrings? And then Virenji says no toe laces. I have no idea what we're talking about. All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys like 20 seconds while I just remind everyone one more time. The Forza trainer, the Forza runner, both are sock-like. Here comes my dog. Our sock-like shoes, the upgraded Prio, the Prio suede, and yikes, the upgraded Mesa Trail, and the new Denver leather. Virenji's no tie laces. Oh, no tie laces. The ones that I've used, we sell them, which are called lock laces. They're elastic laces. I really do like them very much. Daniel V says slip-on. I'll come back to that in a second. And I know there are others that other people have used, but right now we're selling lock laces on our website because those are my favorites, frankly. But yeah, I know there are a lot of other people who use other no-tie laces. And what's fun about those is it allows you to get in and out of a shoe without having to tie anything, obviously, because they stretch, slide in, and they hold you securely. The NV slip-on, the Aptos is one of our slip-ons, but we're just out of stock right now. It's sold out during our early holiday sale. But that is coming back in the not too distant future. And I can't remember if we have another slip-on other than the Aptos and the Hana, which is the first shoe we made. So the Hana is technically a slip-on. It has laces, but it really is a slip-on. The Aptos is a slip-on. And I know I think we have one more coming, but I can't remember, but we don't have one now. So, all right, I got to the end of the questions. There's my dog. You can hear me. I'm going to show you my dog. There's my dog. There's Paolo. All right. So, this is my wife and I have never had a dog before, and now we have him, and we're really excited. Oh, before I go, let me mention this, what's been in the background. I can't believe no one has asked about it. This is a copy. I'm going to read what it says from the best-selling author of Born to Run, Christopher McDougall, and Eric Orton, his running coach. Born to Run 2, the ultimate training guide. And it really is. Born to Run was this incredible story about a guy, Chris, learning how to become a happy, healthy runner thanks to Eric and the Tarahumara Indians, or Tarahumara in Mexico. Tarahumara tribe is the best way to say it, in Mexico. And it's also a story about the two races, the Leadville 100, which they ran first in sandals and then basically ran the second one barefoot, and a race that got put on in the Copper Canyon to bring runners from all around the world to run with the Tarahumara. But it didn't leave you with a lot of info on how to become a better, happier, healthier runner. And that's what this book is all about. And what's really, first of all, it is a beautiful, beautiful book with just, wait, I'm going to see if I can flip through with just, full color photos of everything. Each chapter is an exercise for you to do to become a better runner. There's an app that goes along with it that shows you how to do all those. There is a footwear section in here that mentions us. And the reason it mentions us is that while Chris has been getting every minimalist shoe and sandal ever made, he's never promoted one before until he got a pair of ours recently. And now we're actually working together on a Born to Run shoe, two of them, in fact. And we're going to be doing a lot working together to promote this book, which is going to come out on December 6th. So be on the lookout. And we're going to be selling it. Not only will we sell it, we're going to have autographed copies, not autographed to you by name, but it'll have a autograph plate that Chris and Eric have actually physically signed themselves. We literally said to them, we want you to sign 10,000 of these because that's how many we're hoping to sell. When we have the Born to Run shoe, we're going to make a special combo offer of that shoe and this book. There's some other wonderful things we're doing with the Born to Run shoe that I will tell you about when that happens. And Bud, wonderful to hear your e-voice. Good to see you there. Daniel, Shit Runner Say too. He's referring to a video that I did. I did Shit Runner Say, Shit Barefoot Runner Say, and Shit Runner Say to Barefoot Runners. I'll have to think about that one. I need to get inspired with jokes that I haven't said before. If I can think of that, then I'll do that. All right. Last time, then we're getting out of here. First of all, thank you all for being here. It's a total pleasure every time I get to spend part of my day or evening with you. And, when Lena and I started this company 13 years ago, coming up this week, we never imagined that it would be what it is. We started this in a corner of a floor of a corner of a spare bedroom. And then we took over the entire house. And then we got an office. And now there's over 70 of us, including 30 people at the warehouse. And we've turned into a real company, and we've happily helped almost 1 million people discover the fun and benefits and comfort of natural movement. And with your help, we want to help the next million and the next 10 million after that, and the next 20 million after that. People ask me, what do we do? I go, nothing major. We're just trying to change the world. We're just trying to get people to realize the comfort, the fun, and benefits of letting your feet do what's natural, that it's better to let your body do what it's supposed to do, what it's built to do, what it's made to do, than to get in the way. And literally none of this would happen without all of you. The guy who founded Kinko's made a comment on a video I watched recently. He said, if anyone says that they built their business, they're lying. It's your customers that build your business. We are just trying to help you do that as best as we can. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to reach out to our customer happiness team. If you have any feedback, you can send us that. You can go to XeroShoes.com/feedback. But most importantly, we just want to thank you for anything you've already done just by walking around in Xero shoes, being willing to tell people the answer to the question, hey, what are those? Or why are you wearing those? Or why do you like them so much? And spreading the word, being part of a movement about natural movement, which, by the way, I have a podcast called The Movement Movement. If you haven't heard it, look it up on your favorite place to get podcasts. And there's just some great conversations with a bunch of very interesting people. So anyway, all that said, I hope you do take advantage of this winter product launch for these 5 great products that runs from now through to the 29th of November. Do not wait till the end to order, but most importantly, just grab whatever shoes make sense for you, whether it's these or some of the existing ones where we have a bunch of new colors, by the way. Most importantly, go out, have fun, and live life feet first. Take care.